priorities keeps us in line. And when we have the right alignment towards that priority, we can have the right constitution. So, good evening. Let's just have a reasoning session, right, about having the right constitution, right? First, our the thing that is on top of us should be God or the Word, right? Because God is a spirit, and the spirit is a word, right? It's the same as it says so in John 6:63, right? Because if God is our center point, right, all else will fall in the right place, because you will have morals, you will have regulated emotions, right? Because you don't have that guilt when when you when you try your best to stand in this thing, right? And next is finances, right? Let's be real, we need money in this thing, right? In this life, right? Because money, when you need food, you need money. When you need something, you need money, right? But we must not make money our um, top priority, right? it's, it's just um, something to utilize our life, to make life easier, because money is a defense, right? A security, right? It's going to make us stable, right? But our most center point should be God, right? Now the third is food. Of course, when you have the right foods, you have a clean gut, right? When you have a clean gut, your mind is clear, not groggy, not anxious, not it's healthy. So if it's healthy, it's going to function right, right? And next is laundry, right? Because actually this is my list for my workouts, right? Because sometimes you need the right order of these things, right? So you can maintain that consistency, right? But yeah, so far this is the list that I'm going through, because you can't really work out if you don't have if your clothes are in the laundry, right? Fifth is workout, right? Or in other words, escape. Because let's be real, life will hit you many times, and you will hit rock bottom many times, and sometimes gym is the escape, right? How can you actually go to the gym or maintain that bike or run if you don't have food, if you don't have the right finances, right? If you don't have the clothes to work out, right? If you don't have God to guide you, right? Because if you have God in your mind, you will also have the right mindset when you are working out. When you are working out, you want to build the efficient body that you can, right? And that takes a lot of work, right? A lot of strength, a lot of willpower, a lot of courage also. So that's the constitution that I want to reason or meditate on, so we can have a clear mind towards our goals.